The Anomaly, Tensura X Data Live, by Nocturne_Chapter 17, Strongest Wizard. Shidhu just entered his house after his talk with Toka. I'm home, Katori. Katori suddenly rushed to the front door in a panic. Shido, where have you been? I heard from Rain just now. Rimuru. Rimuru vanished, Katori said. Shidhu was in disbelief. Then suddenly, someone rang the doorbell. Shidhu opened the door, only to see Toka with a concerned face. Shido. Rimuru. She suddenly disappeared in front of me, Toka said. Both Shidhu and Katori were shocked. Wait, in front of you? Katori asks. Yeah. A broom suddenly appeared and took her away, Toka said. Natsumi. Shidhu said, then they suddenly heard Natsumi's voice. And the broom Toka saw appeared, Natsumi's angel. The head of the broom was open, showing Natsumi's face in a mirror. You seem a bit panicked today, Shido, Natsumi said. That's the broom. That's the one who took Rimuru away, Toka said, glaring at Natsumi. Natsumi, it's not my fault. You're the one who didn't come home. So I took that as no guess for tonight. Which means I erased another person like usual, Natsumi said. You little, Katori said, both of them are practically panicking now. Still, I'm thinking I want to end this soon, Natsumi said. End this? Meaning what? Shidhu asks. If you guess correctly tonight, I'll return all the people that disappeared. But if you don't guess right, it's my win. I'll be taking the place of all your missing friends from now on. In other words, those 13 precious people will never come back to this world again. This time is special, so I'll come back at 11:30 tonight, Natsumi said, and then she disappeared. Wait, Natsumi, Shidhu said desperately. I'll get it right. I will. I'll save them, everyone. At exactly 11:30, Shidhu called everyone that had not yet disappeared. Katori, Miku, Kagaya, Origami and Toka. In the basement where they meet up, Origami was the last one. That makes everyone then, Shidhu said. Shido. I know it's sudden, but you all know the situation now. I got you all involved in this, and I'm sorry, Shidhu said. Well, don't fret about it. But you should have told the truth when Yuzuru disappeared at the start, Kagaya said. I'm a bit sad to hear our date was all part of the search though, Miku said. I have a lot of things to ask, but, for now, I'll keep quiet and cooperate, Origami said. Thanks, everyone, Shidhu said, before looking back at Toka. So, Shido, who was that girl? Toka asks him. That was Natsumi. Natsumi? Toka was confused, because she didn't know it was really a person's name. She still thinks that the meaning is, I love you. Let's go through it once more. Natsumi is impersonating one of these 13 people here. So far, Shido has guessed. Yoshino, Ms. Okamin, and Mai Hazakura. We can exclude these three. And Natsumi has erased Yuzuru, Ai Yamabuki, Hiroto Tanamachi, Mi Fujibakama, and Rimuru. It's possible she was one of those 5. There's also the 6 of us here. That makes us strong suspects, but to impersonate one of us, it would be hard for her to pull it off, Katori said. What do you mean by that? Miku asks, confused. Yeah. Our traits are too complex to be imitated by anyone, Kagaya said. Well, yeah. Something like that, Katori said. Which? This spirit you're all calling Natsumi. Why would she take such a risk? The way she does it, every time a person disappears, it raises the chance of guessing right. By the end, it'll be hard to guess wrong. Which is confident she won't be guessed. Meaning, no matter what we come at her with, we will never guess correctly, Origami said, then she stacked the pictures. For example. Then she pulled out a knife from her jacket, stabbed the stacked pictures. She concealed herself as a photo or something, Origami said, then she put her knife back on her jacket. True. That's the sort of creative thinking I think we'll need, Katori said. Maybe she's impersonating nobody at all? Toka asks. I can't imagine that's the case, Kagaya said. Origami is right. Natsumi is probably stretching the rules to stay safe the whole time. What she said also made Rimuru's weird questions she asked a few days ago make sense, Shidhu thought. Suddenly, Natsumi's angel appeared right in front of them. Natsumi, she's the one. Oh, no, she's so gorgeous, it's no fair, Miku said. Shido couldn't help but realize Natsumi's expression. She looked troubled. But there was no time to talk about that, so he decided to drop it for now. It's the night we've been waiting for. Shido, can you actually guess who I'm impersonating tonight? Natsumi said. I'll get it all right. Natsumi, for your sake, too, Shido said. Give it your best shot. Now, I'll give you 3 guesses tonight. Each time you're wrong, one of your friends right here will disappear. Come on, Shido. Let's hear your first guess now, go ahead, Natsumi said. Natsumi. No matter how you look at it, you can't be one of the 5 people here. You wouldn't bet everything on a game with a 75% chance to lose. In other words, you're among the 5 people you erased. You made yourself safe as quick as possible. As someone we'd least expect, and that's, Shido said. The first one who went, Yuzuru, Kotori said, and Shido just nodded. Hold on, Yuzuru was the real deal. She did nothing I thought strange, Kagaya said. I know. I'm not certain either. But, if Natsumi was actually Yuzuru, everything makes. Before Shido could continue talking, he was cut off by Natsumi. That's too bad. You're wrong, Natsumi said, then her angel took Origami away. Origami. She disappeared, Miku and Toka both said. You're kidding. It wasn't Yuzuru, Kotori said. That's what I've been saying, Kagaya said. Come now, my great detectives. Who will you name next? If you run out of time, I'll suck someone else up, Natsumi said. Shit, Shido said in frustration, looking through the photos. Calm down, Shido. I think you're on the right track, Kotori said. Who is Natsumi? Who? Shido thought, panicking. Ah, geez, I don't have any clue, Miku said, also panicking. We just don't have enough hints, Kagaya said, all of them are panicking. Hey, time's almost up. I can get rid of someone without you guessing, but do you want that? Natsumi said. In that case, it's him, Kotori said, holding up a picture showing Hiroto Tanamachi. Oh, too bad. That's wrong too, Natsumi said, then her angel took Toka away. Shido, Toka. Now, this is your last chance. Who's going to be your final guess? Natsumi asks. I can't take it. Darling, I can't, to think I finally met Darling, and now I'll disappear, Miku said in frustration. Keep it together, Miku, calm down, Shido said, trying to reassure her. Hey, 30 seconds left, Natsumi said, tisk. Please, darling. Take this. I can't disappear without leaving a piece of me with you, Miku said, handing him a hair clip. Because if I wear this, it'll disappear together with me. Suddenly, Shido realized something. Wear this? Together? Mask. I get it now, Shido thought, then he started to look through the excluded 3 pictures. What are you doing, Shido? Kotori asks, confused. I've got it now, Natsumi. That is, the reason you're so calm. You're impersonating someone in one of the 13 pictures, but not one of the 13 people. Natsumi is. Shido said, holding Yoshino's picture and showing it to Natsumi. Right here, right, Yoshinon. Then they got a reaction from her, which means that he was correct. No way. Why would Yoshinon? Kotori asks. Now that I remember, it was strange. Yoshinon is Yoshino's puppet. It shouldn't be able to see something Yoshino can't, Shido said, making Natsumi frustrated. What Miku said gave me the hint, and Rimuru's weird questions. When Yoshino disappeared, Yoshinon disappeared with her too. Well, how's that, Natsumi? Were you impersonating Yoshinon? Shido asks, then Natsumi's angel starts to crack, freeing everyone with a flashing light, but... You guys. Then they walk closer towards them, Toka. Shido. This is... They looked through all the people, but Rimuru wasn't here. Wait, where is Rimuru? Shido asks, making the others shocked. Then they saw Natsumi in a corner, they ran towards her. Hey, Natsumi. Where is Rimuru and why did you do all this? Shido said, then the supposed Natsumi turned around, only to see a lollified version of her. Are you Natsumi? Shido asks with bewilderment. Hanyel. Then her angel appeared in her hand, transforming herself back to her adult form. I see. This is her form after transforming with spirit power, Kotori said. You've seen my secret, not once, but twice. Unforgivable. It's unforgivable. None of you are getting away with it. Then she uses Hanyel on them, doing something to the other spirits. Take this in place of farewell. Just wait. I will have my revenge, Natsumi said. Wait, Natsumi. What about Rimuru? Then she just disappeared. Shido. A child's voice was calling out to him. Shido turned around, only to see that the other spirits got lollified. Shido screamed, confused. Rimuru Pav. A few hours earlier, after Rimuru got taken away by Natsumi's angel. Rimuru was unconscious, trapped inside Natsumi's angel. Though she was unconscious, she could still speak to Seal inside her mind. Seal, where am I? Rimuru asks. Report. You're trapped inside Natsumi's angel, Hanyel's mirror. You are currently put into a stasis field, Rimuru-sama. Seal said. Stasis field. What's that, Seal? Rimuru asks. You're currently unconscious until Natsumi releases you, Seal said. Oh, is that so? Seal, can you get me out of here? Rimuru asks. I can analyze this place to find a way to get back, Seal said. Great, I'll leave it to you then, and so she waited. Report. Rimuru-sama, according to my analysis, I can make you go back safely, Seal said. Already? Rimuru said, she's shocked. Well, it's Seal after all. Yes, would you like to go back now? Seal asks. No, wait. Are the other spirits also here? Rimuru asks. Yes, that's right, Rimuru-sama, including 5 normal individuals, Seal said. Can you also bring them with me? Rimuru asks. Report. It is possible, Rimuru-sama, but the risk of getting found out by the individual, Natsumi Kyoyuno, is high, Seal said. Is that so? If that's the case, we're not gonna do that. I'm not planning to get in trouble anytime soon. But can you at least guarantee that they'll be safe? Rimuru asks. Yes, if it doesn't come to that, you can use force if necessary, Seal said. I see. Seal, is Natsumi here? Rimuru asks. Yes, the individual, Natsumi Kyoyuno, is here, and it seems like she's waiting for something, Seal said. Is that so? Can we hear her? Rimuru asks, hoping that she can at least know what Natsumi is planning. Yes, Rimuru-sama, it is possible. I can also make you be able to move and open your eyes. Would you like to do that now? Seal asks. Oh, nice, Seal, yes, do it. Rimuru said. Understood. Seal said, doing as what Rimuru just said. After that, it didn't take long to find Natsumi, and she looked somewhat satisfied with something. Rimuru's presence quickly disappeared to lower the chances of getting found out. That Shido. He makes such a good face when someone disappears, Natsumi said. Shido, I see. He must be worried about me and the others that got taken away, Rimuru thought. But it's not nearly enough. Show me what true despair looks like, Natsumi said with a smirk on her face. That's the fate of those who see my secret. Let's see you drown in sorrow. Nobody will be able to find me, because nobody looks for me anyways. Secret? What is Natsumi talking about? Just what did Shido see? Rimuru thought. Then she suddenly felt some kind of disturbance in the force, inside Hanyel. Who's there? Natsumi turned around, only to see Rimuru. Wah, how are you? Hanyel, Natsumi shouted, and started attacking Rimuru. Crap, see chaos. Rimuru tried to call out her angel, but it didn't come out. Report. Rimuru-sama, you can't use your spirit power inside Hanyel, Seal said. See Seal, get me out of here, Rimuru demanded. Understood. Seal said, then Rimuru disappeared, leaving Natsumi confused and troubled. Shido Pav present time, after Natsumi turned the other spirits to kids. I'm so hungry, Shido, Toka said. Shido, potty, Origami said. Darling, Miku said. Shido, Yoshino said. All 4 of them were surrounding Shido. Shido, I want to eat kinako bread, darling, my tummy hurts. At the sofa, where Katori, Kagaya and Yuzuru were sitting. Kagaya, isn't that my candy? Katori said, she was wearing a white ribbon. HMPH, don't sweat it. If you fuss over small stuff, it only proves how small-minded you are, Kagaya said. Agreement. You can part with 1 or 2, Yuzuru said, then Kagaya just ate the candy. Hey, stop eating my snacks already, why won't you let me eat one? All right, everyone just calm down for a second, Shidu said, and all of them did stop for 1 second then continued rambling. Darling, why won't you listen to me? Do that again and I'm gonna tell Shido. Natsumi. Why have you done this? Shidu thought, then he heard Rain's voice from behind. You've got it rough, Shin. Rain said with a smile on her face. At a secluded area at the house, sitting across from each other. I'm sorry. I can't keep up all on my own. Shido said. No, I'm the one who's sorry for leaving them all in your care, Rain said. What happened to Natsumi? And where is Rimuru? Shidu asks. I deployed observation devices to find her, but no response yet. I'll let you know if that changes. The same thing goes for Rimuru, but we can guarantee that she's not trapped by Natsumi, Rain said. All right. But, why would Natsumi do something like this? Shidu asks. I wonder. It could have been emergency measures she used to escape. But by hindering the spirit's ability to fight, perhaps this is her issuing you a warning as well. Otherwise, it could be a grudge against you, Rain said, making Shidu worried. At school, everything seems to go back to normal now. No way. Really, that's so lame. I guess everyone here was spared by Natsumi, Shidu thought. Morning, Itsuka. Tanamachi said from behind, why yeah. What's up? No, it's nothing, Shidu said, then he heard Ms. Tame's voice behind them. Itsuka? Yes? Some guests have come here to see you, but, Ms. Tame said, troubled. As he walked outside the classroom, Toka suddenly walked in. I knew you were here, Shido. I thought I told you to behave and stay put in the staff room, Ms. Tame said. Then suddenly, Kagaya, Yuzuru's Origami and Yoshino also appeared. What have we here? Kagaya asks. Bother. You're holding us up, Yuzuru said. Shido, do you copy? It's an emergency. Toka and the others are gone from the house. Katori said through the comms in Shidu's ear. Yeah, they came here, Shidu said, done with their shenanigans. Shido, you need to have a talk with the class 2 to 3 teacher. They don't believe that we're Yamai, Kagaya said. Sigh. These adults can only judge things by external appearance, Yuzuru said. I thought I told you guys to wait at home, Shidu said. How come? Isn't it a school day? Toka asks. That's true, but... Hey, you. What's your name? I'm Chiyagami Itsuka. Thanks for being friends with Papa. Origami said, making all of them shocked. Papa? No. It's a misunderstanding. These girls are, my relatives' kids. I'm just taking care of them. Papa is only, it's their nickname for me. Shido said. I see. It being you, I almost believed they were yours. Tonomachi said. Of course they aren't. Come on, let's all go home, everyone. Shido said, then there was suddenly a flashing light behind them. What was that just now? Shido said, then he suddenly heard Toke's cry. What's wrong, To? He turned around, only to see Toka wearing a tank top. What have you done to me, Shido? Toka asks, embarrassed. Bastard, what did you just do? You're the worst. That's so lame. I didn't do that light. Don't tell me. Come on, let's go home. Shido said, carrying all of them and ran. Shido. Katori speaking through the comms in Shido's ear. What's up? Shido asks. The house. The house. What about the house? Shido said, confused. After he came back to the house with the other spirits, the house was transformed by Natsumi. She's done it now, Katori said, wearing the black ribbon now. A few days have passed after that, and they still haven't found Natsumi or Rimuru yet. Shido was sleeping on the couch, in some kind of lucid dream. Shido, are you okay, Shido? Toka said, trying to wake him up. Eventually he did. These past few days have been one thing after another. Suddenly, a light from Natsumi appeared, indicating that she's using Hanyel again. Not again. And then, all the other spirits was wearing bunny outfits. What's with this outfit? Shido said, then the girls started crying, trying to cover themselves. Shin, do you copy? Rain said from the comms in Shido's ear. Rain, she's gone all out this time. But thanks to that, I've tracked down a reaction from Natsumi. We also found Rimuru, and she's following them for some reason. Rain said. Wa Rimuru. Where are they? Shido asks. Natsumi Pa. Natsumi was standing on a rooftop not far from the spirit house, laughing. You look so silly. Serves you right. It's your own fault for embarrassing me. Next is 2. Someone's coming this way. A friend of Shido's, maybe. Too bad, you won't be catching me this time. Then she uses Hanyel to fly to a secluded area in the forest. After she landed, she was immediately attacked by missiles. Fortunately, it was blocked by the barrier around her. For being one of Shido's friends, that was sure an impactful greeting. Natsumi said, looking at the person who attacked her. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm not quite one of Shido's friends, the blonde-haired girl said. Then perhaps you're with the Ast. Not that it matters to me. What do you want? Natsumi asks. I've come to hunt you down, the blonde-haired girl said as she flew down to the ground. I think you'll find that difficult. Natsumi said. We'll only know for sure once I try. The girl said, pulling out some kind of yellow energy sword. You're only this confident because of them. Natsumi said, then a bunch of other wizards appeared. No. Well, it makes no difference to me, right? Then Natsumi attacks them using Hanyel. You little, then they shoot their missiles at Natsumi. Hanyel. Then all the missiles turn to all kinds of sweets. My, thanks for giving me so many goodies. Now to return the favor. Natsumi used Hanyel again, to turn the blonde-haired girl into a child. Ellen-sama. Shish. I must say, you're cuter this way. What can you do to me now? Natsumi said. This fight isn't over just yet. This is more than enough to kill you. Ellen then rushed at Natsumi, making a cut in her waist. No way. What the hell is this? Natsumi asks, scared. I must have missed your vitals. But your power is falling rapidly. Ellen said, then she transformed back to normal. Now then. Help. No. Help me. No. Help. Natsumi pleads, fear in her eyes. Don't worry, it'll soon be over. Ellen said with a smirk on her face. Ellen then raised up her energy sword, about to end Natsumi's life, then the sword got stopped by someone else. What? Natsumi looked up, only to see Rimuru blocking Ellen's sword with her own angel. But, Rimuru's astral dress was limited, in which portions of her astral dress mesh with her current outfit. Rimuru pushes her away, Natsumi's shocked and confused. Then Toka showed up on the scene. Rimuru. You're here, Toka said, glad that she was okay. Toka. Why are you a child? Rimuru asks, confused. I don't know, Shido will explain it somehow. Toka said, looking back at Natsumi. Why are you? Suddenly, Ellen rushed at Rimuru, both of them clashed. You. Destroyer, you're dangerous. Ellen said, then the other spirits appeared. Gabriel, Rondo, Miku said, making the Yamai sisters faster. Both Kagaya and Yuzuru were flying and took out the other wizards. Why? Natsumi asks, confused on why would they save her. Natsumi. Someone called out, it was Shido, concerned about her. Rimuru pushes Ellen back again, she looks back at them. Rimuru, you're safe too. Shido, you all go first and I'll handle this person. Rimuru said. But, you think I'll let that happen? Ellen said. Rimuru looked at her. Go, Shido. Rimuru said, taking on a battle stance. Just come back safely. Shido said, trusting her, then he carried Natsumi as the other spirits gathered around him. Katori, Shido said. Then they all got enveloped in some kind of yellow sphere and flew away. The sphere teleports away. Both Rimuru and Ellen looked at each other. Ready for a fight. End, Chapter 17.